Hello, beloveds. Hello. Okay, my beloveds. We know that in the Old Testament, the people of God, the Israelites, they were warned not to take part in the ways of all the surrounding cities. They were warned about their idolatry, about their social ways, because they were not of God. In the same way, we too need to be careful of the way that we're living our lives. Because if we're living worldly instead of the way of God, that is idolatry. We are putting the world and the love of the world over the Lord our God. And we know, according to the commandments, we are to put him first always. Remember, when Satan approached Jesus and offered him the world, he said, "Bow down and worship me, and I will give you all this." Well, you can have it. It's here. Everything's at your disposal, especially here in the United States. It's so easy to get things, to get anything, isn't it? Let's get into a card pull. Let's see what more the Lord our God has to say to us today, okay? And let's see if he brings up this very subject. Let's start with some Bible cards. We have John chapter 8, verse 32. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Yeah. Knowing and understanding what the truth of God is, it's a freedom. But where does the freedom really come from? Obedience to it. Freeing yourself from all those ways that bind you. Let's pull another one. I feel to pull another one, so let's see what else comes out, okay? All right. Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. How many of you just worry about things that you don't really need to? The things you don't need to really concern yourself about are all the things that God can be concerned about for you, which is everything. Indeed, we know that we need to take care of our daily lives, take care of our daily tasks, pay our bills, go here and there that is necessary. However, we have this tendency to worry about the things that we really don't need to, and reason being is because there's a lack of faith. Oh, yes, I said it. A lack of faith. Now, lack of faith, that can come from not reading your scriptures enough too, not, indulging in it. So that's why we're told to stay in the truth of God daily. We're supposed to even remind each other daily. Unfortunately, I can't be on here daily to remind everybody, including myself, so I have to do it separate. But you yourselves, if you aren't getting it daily from others around you, you need to make sure that you're at least doing it for yourselves. Let's pull a wisdom knowledge card. It is time to change direction. Your life is no longer serving you. Yeah, so if you're over here just worrying about everything, right, and not taking one day at a time, how many of you look ahead? You're like, oh, and then this day, and this, and then this day, and then next year, oh, and then in 5 years, we got to have this much for so-and-so's college. It's time to change direction in the way that we are thinking, in the way that we're living. When we change our thinking, we can then change the way that we've been living, because our seeing has actually taken a turn of direction. God causes the sun to shine on all people, so don't try to take it away. That's another thing. So many people out here will feel envious. Yeah, I'm getting envy because we've got a lot of green in here. We have half this card, so it's half green and half reddish pink. So that tells me that there can be some envy in here that can cause another individual to want to take away somebody else's shine. So who they are. Try to hide their light, so to speak. So we're being reminded not to do that. Just to be content with your own be content with yourself. This tells me if someone's envious, they are not content with their own self. It's a lack of self-esteem. So when that happens, it's going within your own self and seeing all the wonderful things about yourself, so that you're not putting all the focus on somebody else and who they are and what they have that you may not. But you're putting the focus back on you and all the wonderful things about you. This is very important. Always put the focus back onto you and the Word of God and what He said. So remember, He said that to be envy is not acceptable. He said to get rid of those ways. What do we want to take? There's so many decks here. Oh, and by the way, I no longer have melodieslight.com. It is now Divine Path Oracle. It has changed. I advise you, if you want to get on there, to use a laptop or your computer. If you use your phone, you're just going to have to put it in computer mode. If you don't know how to do that, it's the 3 little dots up in the corner. You just click on that and put it on computer mode. Okay. Star being guides, answer the call and time to shine. Yes. When you know that you are meant to do something, step forward and do it, because that is your shine. Even if somebody around you doesn't want you to take that leap, and what you know, you feel in your heart, and your intuition is telling you to take it, go, take it, okay? I'm looking at the religious card right now, by the way. I'll show you. Religious. So this is in the religious aspect. There's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Yeah, sometimes we are delusional. we have illusions that we need to part with. Okay, that really aren't to be a part of our life or our mindset. How many times have you went through that? I've had my share. So we're being reminded here too. To try to allow ourselves to see things more clearly instead of taking on these extra thoughts and seeing things for what they're not. Instead, see into it so that you're not in illusional state, okay? In silence, we most readily preserve our integrity. Yeah. You know what? You need to make sure that you pray, absolutely, and spend a lot of time with yourself. Don't be afraid to do that, because when you're alone, it gives you that time to reflect. It shuts out all the noise of all the people around you so that you can preserve your integrity. Absolutely. It does for me, actually. It's like a time for remembrance. Yeah, to take time for emotional withdrawal. This individual is praying as well. We got someone praying, we got someone meditating. So it's just taking that time. Yeah. And do not be afraid. Do never, ever. I meant don't. No, I can't even talk today. So it's such a crazy day. It's snowing like crazy here, and it really took me off of my, like, what I had going today and everything else. Anyway, okay. So what I'm trying to say, don't allow yourself to feel fear through obeying what God taught. Some people feel fear. They're afraid to step out of the world and walk in that obedience, and for many reasons. I mean, because we can undergo persecutions, or we have to let go of a social circle, places that we used to go, things we used to do. And it can put some fear in you, absolutely, because then you're like, oh my gosh, this is so new to me, and this is, how do I handle this? But through prayer and asking God to help you, if you just withdraw and go within, He will. Because He's the authority. He isn't just going to leave you high and dry. Nope. He's there with us, especially when we call on Him and ask for help, because that's what He wants. He wants us to be humble. He wants us to be meek. He wants us to be poor in spirit. Now, being poor in spirit is when we look to Him as though we can do nothing for ourselves. Because with God, all things are possible. If we don't have Him, then how can it be possible? That's why we look to Him, and it's a part of faith. All right, let's pull one more card, and then we will call it good. Elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love, because love is the fulfillment of the law. Make that conscious decision to love the Lord your God first, to love yourself, and to love all those around you. I love that as our last card, you guys. That is so awesome. All right, well, I'm going to let you go for now, but you guys do know I will be back. Say your prayers. See you soon.